Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Allmark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today we're looking at Celebration. Celebration arrives on the 5th of January till the end of February, and it is full of wonderful things that you can earn. You can't buy any of them. So you get them free with a qualifying order. So the new mini catalogue, I can't show you inside them yet, but the new mini catalogue arrives on January the 5th as well, runs through till April. If there's lots of things in your wish list on there, for every £45 you spend, you can get an item in here. Now, there are level 1s and level 2s. So level 1 is £45. Level 2 is you need 2 of them, so it is £90. However, they're completely free. So if you put in a substantial order, this might be one that you think, oh yes, this is for me. It's called Beautifully Happy. If you love flowers, if you love two-step stamping, if you love something that's got lots of sentiments in, so you've got happy birthdays, kindness matters, thank yous, you are easy to love, for a feeling better kind of day, and sending thoughts, happy thoughts. So it's got a bit of everything for most occasions that you might want. You've got little splatters, you've got lots of things. So I thought we'd have a play with it today. I'm using as my backing, because I've got some of these ones. This is from the free Celebration paper, which is the Delightful Flowers. I've shown you lots of it before. If you haven't seen it, go back to my unboxing video. I show you every sheet. But this side is the lovely Fresh Freesia. Fresh Freesia, says me, yes, Fresh Freesia. So we're going to use that as one of our ink pads. So that's going to be our background colour. We need a piece of, let me just get my piece out, says me. Let's hope I've cut them. Yes, I have. I think I need to cut that a bit smaller. So let me just cut this. Oh, I have got a piece. I thought I'd cut a piece out already. There's me thinking I wasn't prepared, and I was a bit more prepared. Okay, so basically I've got a 1/4 inch mat on here. So whatever size you want to do, 1/4 inch is fine. I might even make it a little bit bigger because I like this paper, but 1/4 inch will work perfectly. So let's have a look and see. I'm using a mat underneath because it is photopolymer and it makes it easier. And as I say, this one you get 2 sets of stamps, so it's quite a big set, 17 different stamps. So let's start with, and I've put a few of them on the block so it makes it easier. We're going to start with the outline, and I'm doing that in Memento. So I'm doing it in Memento because it's we're not doing any colouring in, we're just stamping over. But Memento is very good if you're using your alcohol markers. So just make sure it's well stamped up, inked up rather. And then I'm just going to put it straight in the middle like that, because as you can see, it's a good size stamp. Press it down quite firmly so we make sure that it gives a good image, and then take it off. And you can see you've got a lovely outline on there. Now, you could stop there and just do a bit of colouring. If you're somebody who enjoys colouring, you could colour on it. However, there's lots of people who I know turn around and go and say, oh my goodness, I'm not the great colourer. I haven't got the patience to do it. I'm really not into colouring. Well, this allows you to do the colouring, but with a stamp. And I think it'll work absolutely beautifully. So I have put the flowers on, and the nice thing is that this stamp does all of these flowers together. So I'm going to do those in the Fresh Freesia. So let me just open this one up. Hear me straining away. And I'm going to do it both ways just to make sure, because this is like a distinctive. Distinctive is It gives you light and dark, so it really is beautiful. It colours it in perfectly for you. So I need to make sure that I've got this as accurately as I can. So excuse me if my head is coming in, but I just want to make sure that I can get it as near as I can before I rest it down and then press it. And there you've got this beautiful, you see the light and the dark in there? How clever is that? And you just coloured in all those flowers. So you've got your lights and you've got your darks, and yes, perfect, perfect. Now we've got these other little ones that are coming out at the back. Now I'm going to do those in a different colour, I think. And they are, I'm going to do the leaves first because I've got the leaves on the block. So let me just do the leaves. The leaves I'm going to do in Pear Pizzazz. I don't want it to be overly bright. You can make it bright if you want to, but this is going to be sent out in, you know, just after the winter time. So it's going to be just sort of early spring, and you want things that are, oh, well, I will like things that are bright and cheery. So again, on this, I'm just making sure that I can get it as lined up as I can, wriggling it around and turning it, bearing in mind I'm doing this underneath my light, so if it's not completely accurate, it's because I'm bobbing down underneath my camera. Look at that, beautiful, really like that. Okay, now we've got these little those little flowers. Now let's have a look and see where they are. So these are the ones we're looking for now, which I think are those ones. Yeah, that looks like those ones. So let me make sure that I've got, we'll put it on this one, the flowery one. Put that on, and I'm going to do those, as I say, in a slightly different colour. I don't want it all the same. So let me take those. I think that I'm going to do it in Blushing Bride, I think. I think Blushing Bride might be quite pretty. So again, I'm just going to ink these up. Excuse me if I'm inking up off of camera, but I want this to be in the main focal. And this is going to come on here. So I need to have a look and see, to just make sure I've got this as near as I can. And do that one in. Now that's come out pink, so I probably should have just done that little bit in green, because you really don't want those stem parts in pink, I don't think. They probably look better in a little bit of green. So let me have a look and see if I've got anything that will cover those ones up. I think I have, actually. What about this? What I could do is very easily, actually, I'm just going to take the Pear Pizzazz and I'm just going to, can actually take it on here. So if you just do it on here, you can see how far away it is. So you don't actually need to do it. And then I can just go in over the top of there. And that gives the green on there, which is perfect. And the other bits are buds. There's a couple of little bits that I could have been really careful with, which is that piece and that piece, which is probably should be green, but I'm not going to be overly fussed with that, I don't think. Okay, now, have we got anything for doing the centre of these little flowers or not? Let's have a look and see. That, I think, is probably a centre of a flower, isn't it? Have we got one little spotty thing on its own? Yes, here. Okay, let's take... Yes, because that's got to be it, I think. So that's going to come in on the centre of this one. Put that there for now. I've got a little, there's a little bee which I want to use. So on this one, it's going to have that little centerpiece, and I'm going to do the center in, it's got to be in yellow, hasn't it? So I've got to go and grab myself the yellow. Bear with me 2 seconds while I grab some yellow. What yellow have I grabbed? Oh, I've grabbed saffron. Well, that'll do, won't it? I thought it was going to be Daffodil Delight, but I just picked it up off the shelf without looking. So I'm just going to literally just take that little bit as the center, and that can then go in there. It's the nice thing about photopolymer, perfect. You can see exactly where you're stamping. So that makes a lovely little centerpiece on here. Now I've got I've got the little bumblebees, which I think are really sweet. I think bumblebees to just add, or little honeybees, I think they're more honeybees than bumblebees. They're just lovely to just add to all sorts of things where you've got a bit of a flower. So that's the little bumblebee. I'll just pop him on there. And we want the memento again, don't we? Let's just pop that in on here. And then this bumblebee is just sort of flying, so I'm going to have him just about resting on this little one up here, just hovering above. And I'm going to put another one down in on this little flower here, just coming into this one like that. So that gives those, which is good. And then we can just colour those in. And then we've got some splatters to tie it all in together. So let me just do, now this is where you get your Stampin' Right markers, which are perfect. So this is probably crushed curry. Yes, it is. It's crushed curry. And I'm going to do it on the fine because it's very fine. So it's not the easiest to see. So I'll have yellow, miss one, yellow, this one. It's where I need my magnifying glass. Is very, very tiny, but you can just about get it through. So like that. And then the black. And we'll just fill in this one. Could have had it in brown, but I'm just going to have it in black. And I say, even if you can't, with me, my eyesight's not the greatest. It's just because it's a little one, you're just doing a little bit of a look. So you can see you've got your little bumblebees just floating in on there. I'm just going to try a little bit more yellow with a slightly bigger brush on here to just bring it in. And just in on here. Over the black, that gives it more of a brown look. And then I can always, what you need to do is to make sure that you clean your brush off afterwards. So I've got a little scrap out here to just make sure I haven't got the black on there. And then that cleans the brush off, or the tip of the brush. Okay, so now things that always tie things together are splats. So let me have a look and see. Where's the splat? Here it is on here. So I'm going to take this little splat out, pop it onto another block. And what colour I'm going to do? I think I'm going to do it in the Fresh Freesia because I want to tie it all in together. You could do it in black. You could do it in whatever you wanted actually, but I think that the Fresh Freesia is just going to work quite nicely. So I'm just going to take a few, turn them round as you go. I like to sort of turn around a bit and mix them up. But just as I say, a few little splatters like this. Just ties it all in together beautifully. And we then just need a little sentiment, don't we? So what have we got? I quite like sending happy thoughts. That's quite a nice one, isn't it? Let's see if I can work out which one that one is. Is that a... That's it. Sending happy thoughts. They've got some particularly nice fonts about at the moment in various things, so get it round the right way round. So I really like some of the fonts. They really make a card. You know, they are beautiful. So I'm just inking that up, and then we can put it down. I think I'm going to have it there. Like that. Sending happy thoughts. And then all I need to do is to put that onto the fresh freesia. If I can get the piece up. Like that. And then that would go onto a card base. You just folded this one. I haven't done it. I'm not going to stick it down. I never do for you, because then I do it. But put that on there like that. What a beautiful fresh card with two little bumblebees or two little honeybees just coming down. Needs to be stuck down on here, which I should probably do in a minute. And there we are. We've got a really lovely card, and the stamp set is completely free with a qualifying order from January the 5th till the end of February. So don't miss out on this one. I think it's going to be a popular one. Thank you so much for watching me. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.